What it do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again. I want to thank everybody for the support that you give in the channel, man. Highly appreciate it. Thank you, Terps. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Sanjo, for your donations, man. I highly appreciate it. For those who are new to the channel, who are new subscribers, man, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I do appreciate it. Always don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to throw a comment right there, because what you're going to do is you're going to help my video be pushed out there, which I do appreciate. Now, for those who are new to the channel, who have not subscribed yet, then don't forget to hit the subscribe, man. All you're gonna do is help me push my channel out there, which I'll do highly appreciate, man. Now, trip on this story, man, because I was going through my YouTube feed and I came across a video, right? A video by Renegade Media, and he was talking about the case of my homies, right? Talking about the homie who just recently passed away and his co-defendants, right? Which I know that story. You know, those are my boys. I grew up with those guys. I'm close to those guys, right? And honestly, man, first of all, appreciate the exposure. Highly appreciate it, man. But there was things on this story that didn't coincide with the true story, right? So I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna drop a video. First of all, that case happened 17 years ago. The transcripts are public, man, so people can see it out there. That's where Renegade got his information. The story was a good story, right? I want to tell you guys how really it was back in those days with the Norteños and Southsiders, because it was pretty active, homie. We have losses from both sides, man, and we're gonna keep it real, right? But the thing about this is that the story, the case, it changed a little bit, or more than a little bit, and I want to clarify that. So the story, how he started it, where he's saying that the homies were looking for a body, right? They did. They were looking for a body. They chased somebody from a store, and they run into a fields, right? That's 100% truth, right? Eventually, I believe they saw somebody walking on the sidewalk, and I think they confused him with one of those guys who they chase, and they did hit him up. They did hit him up, and eventually, sadly, they unalive him right there, right? Which is a sad situation, but that's the reality of us, man. It's brown against brown, and for somebody who can see that from the outside now, man, is like, man, we just hurting our own people, man. To be honest, and I know there's gonna be people who always gonna be haters, but there's people who know what I'm talking about, and do believe what I believe, man, that we should stay together and be united, because that's the only way to be, you know what I mean, united. Now, trip on this. After that, the whole story just changed, right? And it was like, I think he got it confused, right? I'm just gonna put it that way. I think he got it confused, so I'm gonna put it out here how it actually happened, right? Because the homie was because Renegade was saying that the homie was basically like Scarface. He had like kilos in that van when they busted Holly, and it was not like that, man. But once they did what they did, man, they took off. I think they were on the 198 when eventually a cop behind them hit them with the lights, right? I'm pretty sure somebody had called the cops, gave the description of the Astro van, which you're not gonna be on a high-speed chase on an Astro van, of course. But once they hit them with the lights, they went ahead and tried to go on a high-speed chase, right? Eventually, as they were trying to get away with it, as they tried to get away with from the cop, which I'm pretty sure they didn't succeed, somebody decided to throw away the weapon, right? The 38 that was used to commit that crime. The unit side told the other units to go pick up the evidence. They got it. They locked it in, man. That's how that weapon was recovered, right? It's not like they found it out of nowhere. No, that's how it was recovered. Then trip on this, because eventually they got stopped and they arrested everybody. They went to county jail, and that was it, right? They didn't found no kilos inside that van, none of that stuff. I think he got confused because when they arrest these individuals, right, the homies, they gave warrants to go search their houses, right? So in one of those houses, man, they found an ounce of coke, man. Probably the homie was fucking making money off of that, but that's what they found, right? Eventually, happened what happened. One of them split. He ended up turning on the two other homeboys who eventually got LWAP, One of them still is in prison. The other one is sadly unalive, man. We have told the story about that incident. One thing that Renegade was trying to make it seem that they end up connecting that homie because of this picture that was posted on MySpace. And he said that shit about that picture, man. I was like, man, I already know which picture he's talking about because I was actually in the car when that homie took that picture. And when he came out of juvenile hall because he got busted for this picture, he ended up doing 6 months in juvenile hall. We always used to clown about this, right? Now, that picture was not Gato, the one that came on that picture. It was his co-defendant, right? Which is a very close friend of mine. They just used this picture to try to build a case. That's all it was, you know? Not to mention that actually the homie was trying to escape from county jail. Got busted, got charged for an attempt escape, right? Now, clarifying about this case, right now, to go to the streets, how I was 20 years ago, right? So, what I remember, right, there was only a few neighborhoods, right? Southside Kings, it was Vickys towns. There was Wicked Asureños, Local Park, and there was another one. There's another neighborhood that I'm forgetting. Plus Campo, but eventually I think they became part of the Southside Kings, you know. But I know I'm missing one. But the thing about this is that there were neighborhoods. They're not that big neighborhoods. The neighborhood that was big, it was Kings, right? Southside Kings. And then Vickys Town was going to be like the second biggest, right? Which that's why we had a lot of conflict with them. Plus other things that were on the side, right? Now, when it comes to Norteños, there's a gang of them. Straight up, there's a gang of them. North side, a lot of Norteños, man. I'm not gonna say that these guys were suckers because they were not. They were with the business too. I mean, they were with the business, and a lot of people were playing with those toys, right? Back those days, man. Basically, the north side, a lot of people, a lot of our homies were busting hollies right there. Trust me, everybody was busting hollies right there because that's their neighborhood, and man, you don't have to look for nobody. You just go to the neighborhood and just cruise a couple streets and you're gonna come across somebody, right? You know that the Norteños from North Side were deep, you know, and they were known. They were known. Those guys, they're no suckers, man. A lot of unaliveness happened. A lot of from our side and from their side, straight up. Same thing with Limor. They have a neighborhood right there and they're easy to look for them. You know, it's just the thing about neighborhoods, man. People can look for people if they want to and do what they have to do. Those days were hectic, man. People were caught sleeping left and right. The thing that I never understood is that as young as we were, man, we like to put a target on ourselves, right? So you dress straight like a gang member. Now the whole dress code of nowadays is different. But before, you bang. You're flamed up, man, how they say it, right? So if your enemy wants to do something and he sees you because you look straight like a gang member, you're sporting your colors, they'll stop you and they do what they have to do, right? So that's how it was back in those days, man. There's a lot of action taking place on those things. Eventually, of course, Vickys Town started as one clique, one hood. Eventually, it broke into 3 cliques, man. It broke into 3 cliques, and that's how it separated and was able to expand more, you know. Maybe in a future video, I'll probably tell a story about that, how it happened, and where everybody was involved, because there was Vickys Town all over the place, man. But again, everybody was from the same clique, right? Hopefully with this video, I touched down on a couple of things, man. Much respect to Renegade Media, but I just wanted to put that out there just to make it clear how everything happened and just to get the story straight, you know. So with this being it, we are out. Next video. Muchas gracias. Thank you for the support, man. Gracias.